What's up, you guys? It's Juan Zuniga. In today's video, I'm going to show you 5 habits wealthy people almost never have. Let's hop into it. All right, before we continue with this video, I want to remind you guys that our Essentials launch is launching in November 30th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you guys are a pro member, it's November 29th. If you guys want to know what we're selling, what we're having, you can click the link down below. It'll take you to our Essentials page, and you'll be able to see our lookbook and everything that we'll be offering, or most of the pieces that we'll be offering, so that way you can get a first peek of what's going on. And you can also put your email there so you can get a notification when our site launches. So check out Essentials, guys. I'll have the link down below. Remember, November 30th at 10 a.m. Now, let's continue with our video. The first one is that they do not watch TV for more than 60 minutes. Now, let's be honest, we all like watching TV and watching your show occasionally. I know I'm a fan of Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones and even Power, but watching more than 60 minutes of TV, that is insane. During that time, you can learn a new skill, a new language, you can read a book, whatever it is. It can be more productive than standing or sitting in front of the TV and watching more than an hour of TV on these shows that really don't make your life better. On average, the average person watches about 5 hours of TV at least a day. And that's at least. And if you count it for the whole year, that's 77 days of the year that they spend watching TV. That's a whole lot of time. Now imagine what you can do with those 77 days. Yeah, I'm waiting. Just think about that. It's insane. You could have gone traveling. You could have done so many other things. You could have learned a new language by then. You could have learned a new skill. You could have read a few books by then instead of watching a TV show that brought you what? Nothing. So think about that before you turn on the TV next time. If you really want to be successful, if you really want to be wealthy, think about that. Should I be watching TV or should I be working at my new company, reading a book that's going to make me better, starting a new language, or learning a new skill? Number 2, they do not drink on a regular basis. Now, we all know rich people have the money to blow it off and have some amazing parties. And we all know we like having a drink here and there once in a while. However, rich people or wealthy people or successful people do not get drunk on a daily or even on a weekly basis. They'll throw in a shot of tequila or an old-fashioned here and there, but they won't do it on a regular basis. They'll actually do it once in a while. They'll have an exception. They either go to a wedding, their social gathering, or something like that. But most of them, they don't like getting drunk because they always want to have all their 6 senses working. And on top of that, imagine paying $15 plus for a glass of an old-fashioned every time you go out on a daily basis. And imagine if just there's one glass. Imagine most of you probably get 2 or 3 or even 4 at $15 at a minimum if you get some basic whiskey. Now if you go with the expensive Japanese whiskey, now you're paying a little bit more. So imagine the bill. Imagine the weekly bill, the yearly bill of whiskeys and old fashions. All that money, you could have used it for something better than just spending it in drinking or getting drunk on a daily or weekly basis. Number 3, they don't spend their money on liabilities. They actually spend it on assets. Like I was saying, they won't spend it on a week's or a year's worth of whiskeys because it's a waste of money. They're actually spending on something that is going to build them. They're going to take courses. They're going to buy real estate. They're going to invest it in a stock. They're put it in their business. Whatever it is, whatever they spend most of their money is in something that's going to make their life better and not on liabilities. Now, but you will see unsuccessful people doing it all the time. They will spend their money on some crap and that they probably bought at Walmart, and their whole house is going to be filled with crap that they bought at Walmart that they really don't need. And most of their money doesn't go to, their new business or stocks or real estate or taking a course to make them smarter or help them build their business. They spend it on the most unnecessary things because they have that urge of spending, and that's why they are still unsuccessful. Successful people spend money intentionally, and they focus on spending their money, putting their assets on things that can help them with their creation. Number 4, and this is one of my favorite ones, they don't blame others for their failures or their mistakes. You will never see Jeff Bezos, Gary Vee, Bill Gates saying, "Hey, it wasn't my fault. It was my employees," or "It wasn't my fault that I failed, and it was the government's fault because, they're getting involved," or "It wasn't my fault that I failed because, Trump is doing all that stuff." No, they take responsibility for their actions, they learn from them, and they become better. However, on the flip side, you will never see or rarely see an unsuccessful person taking responsibilities for their mistakes. All they'll do is blame others for it. That's the government's fault. That's why I'm not successful. Freaking corporate America, that's why I'm never successful. They're always taking all that money, paying CEOs millions of dollars, where us, the workers, are only making a few bucks. I'll never be successful. I don't have the money. I don't have the means to do it. I guess I'll always be poor. That is the mentality of the unsuccessful person. However, the successful person will grind, will do everything it takes to become a better person. If you want to join or be part of the 1%, you have to stop complaining and stop blaming Trump, Congress, corporate America, money, whatever, your parents about your failures, and start taking responsibility of your own failures and learning from them and becoming better. Take responsibility for your own actions. Take life by the horns, because you have the power to achieve anything. And finally, number 5, successful people do not gossip about other people. Very rarely you'll see or even hear any successful person like Jeff Bezos or somebody like that, or any successful attorney gossiping about other people. They just don't have the time or the energy to do that. They actually use that time or energy to spend it to build their company, their career, their brand image, instead of gossiping on other people. Now, they will talk about other people's mistakes, about their peers' mistakes to other people, so the other person can learn from it. Or sometimes they're just frustrated and they're like, oh man, I can't believe Sally did this, but it's not in a gossipy way. It is not going to be a bunch of people standing around the water cooler and being like, yo, did you see what she's wearing? Did you hear that Larry's cheating on his wife? No, you'll never see somebody doing that, because they don't have the time. They don't have the energy for that. Their energy and their time is focused on their business, on their self, on their family, and trying to be successful, a better person, a better individual, wealthy, whatever it is, but not on gossip. So you have enough going on in your life, so stop wasting and gossiping and start focusing on yourself. All right guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget that November 30th is the launch of our Essentials launch. So if you haven't checked it out, or if you haven't put your email in, go to the link down below in the description, click on that link. It'll take you to a password page, and you'll be able to see our lookbook and be part of it, and put in your email. That way you get a notification when the site launches. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.